Hello, Shuko here. So today I have my struggle is real at stand up. My struggle is real hoodie on because the struggle is real. I'm tired. I randomly woke up really early because I was cold. And then my brain decided we can't go back to sleep because we're cold. I did eventually fall back asleep, but I had that disrupt, so I'm really tired, but trying not to sound like I'm tired. So today we have a very, very delayed August wrap-up. So how I'm going to work my wrap-ups now, because if you remember, I said about not being a booktuber, even though I still make videos about books. I just don't limit myself to them. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up things that I watched and read. So basically, any type of story consumption. That is on the list, and the list is on a whiteboard, because why not? So I'm going to start with the things I watched, and for some reason I didn't write down ratings for them. Why did I do that? Okay, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to start with the things that I watched, because the list is a lot smaller than the things that I read, so we're starting there. So, at the top of the list, we have from Up on Poppy Hill. This is a Ghibli film. It is not a Miyazaki one, as far as I'm aware. It didn't watch like one at all. Not that the ones that are not Miyazaki films can't be good, but this one was a little weird. There was aspects of it that I don't want to spoil anything in case you watching haven't seen it yet, but I'll just leave it at siblings, but with a question mark. So I'm gonna give it 3 stars because it wasn't terrible. There was a story in there, but the siblings with a question mark just kind of killed it a little bit. Then next, I finished My Hero Academia Season 3, and I think it was my favorite season so far. I don't know. I'm not sure. Why am I blanking on everything that happened in there? I don't know. I still have well, I don't know why I'm saying I still do, because it's not like I announced this before, but I have problems with the pacing of the show, because I feel like it dwells on one thing a lot longer than it should. And what am I trying to say? It's supposed to be a fast-paced show, and it shows itself like it's fast-paced, but then you could just be having Deku and Todoroki just doing a duel forever. Just the same duel. It just keeps going. If you could tell, I wasn't a fan of the sports festival. But yeah, this one was a little better. I had some interest as it went on and all that. But I'm gonna have to give it 3 stars. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But I will redeem myself when I get to the reading portion. Just hold on. So, the first thing that I've read on this list, this isn't actually in chronological order because I put things that are a series together. So anyway, the first thing on the list is Before the Dawn by E.C. Myers. This is the second book of the series thingamajig that takes place after Volume 3 of Ruby, following Team Coffee, except this time we also have Team Sun. And oh my gosh, this book made my love for Sun grow so much. I love him so much. And Neptune is he's just a baby, okay? He's a baby. And I love the story. I love the characters. 5 stars. Then next, I have the Ruby manga. I read all 4 volumes, so I've read the Ruby one, the Weiss one, the Yang one, and the Blake one. Not in that order. I read it in team order. I don't know why I said it that way. Anyway, these are just anthologies of different stories from different authors, and there are a few different artists who illustrate them, and I love all the art so much. And I gave them all 3 stars because, like, with any anthology, you're going to have ones you love and you're going to have stories that you don't love, and it just always kind of ends up averaging out to 3 stars. But I think my favorite one was the Yang one. It was either the Yang one or the Blake one. I can't remember which one was my favorite. And next we get to the big disappointment that is The Betrothed by Kira Cass. And this one, I gave it 2 stars, and that's kind of being generous. The only thing I wrote in my Goodreads review was, as Elsa once said, "You can't marry a man you just met." I just felt like characters were written one way, then as soon as it was convenient to the plot, their entire personality changed so that the main character would go with the other guy. I don't care if I spoil this one. I do not recommend reading this. Anyway, so our main character, I don't even remember her name, she is like going to be betrothed to the king, and she really likes him and he really likes her, and he's like a cool dude. And then she meets this other guy who has blue eyes, and like, you know, because he has blue eyes, of course she's gotta like him now because he has blue eyes. That's basically his entire personality, is that he has blue eyes. That's like, she has to point it out every time. He has blue eyes. I didn't know having blue eyes could be a personality trait, but apparently it is. So yeah, that's that book. Anyway, moving on. I read the first 2 volumes of the My Hero Academia manga by Kohei Hirokoshi, and I loved it. It was so much better than the show, in my opinion. Don't kill me. But I thought that the pacing was so much better, and that was the only thing that was killing the show for me, was the pacing. And the pacing in the manga is very fast-paced. Despite the fact that you could be in the same battle for a few chapters, it comes across different, and I just feel like when they adapted it, they should have merged certain chapters together, or at least aspects of certain chapters together, rather than just adapting that whole chapter as an episode, because some of the chapters just don't have enough content to be a whole 20-minute episode, in my opinion. I think things could have just been handled a little differently. But the manga is so amazing, and I love it so much. I gave the first volume 5 stars, and the second one 4.5 stars. Then to finish off the month, I read A Silent Voice Volume 4 by Yoshitoki Oima. And I love it. I think this story is very beautiful. I'm getting to some aspects that didn't make its way into the movie, and I understand, like, for time and stuff, but, like, I really felt like if it made it into the movie, I would have cried more. So maybe it's good it wasn't in the movie, because I cried a lot during that movie. I don't know. It was good. It was good. I gave it 4 stars. So that was everything I watched and read in August. Have you watched or read any of these books or shows or movies? If so, let me know in the comments. Let me know, did you agree with me? Did you disagree with me? Because my dog is drinking. I'm so sorry. He drinks so loud. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Oh wait, that was my old outro. Until next time, flame me up.